Hello everybody, this is your boy that needs no introduction right now. As you all quite aware, we are 4-1, baby. 4-1. I mean, there's nothing more that can be said and done about the Philadelphia Eagles and the way they're playing football right now. We are hot, we on fire, we are like thunder, and we're burning with lava, baby. I mean, there's nothing much that can be said and done about this. I mean, 4-1. Whew. But let's put it this way also. Carson went through for over 300 yards, passing 4 touchdowns, 1 INT. But like I said before, he has thrown for only 3 or 4 INT this entire season in the past 5 games. But the defense was able to do real well. They were able to get some sacks on Carson Palmer. They were able to contain their run game. Their wide receivers were still on mark. But like I said before, Larry Fitzgerald is going to get his touches regardless. And so there's nothing we can do about that. But with that being said, their defense was not able to get no pressure on Carson Wentz. He stayed clean pretty much most of the game. From what I've seen on NFL Network, and from what I've seen on Facebook via my man Michael, who was able to film a little bit of the footage live on Facebook. I've seen only the second half of the game because the first half I was at church, so I wasn't able to see the game overall for the first half. But it's been a very, very good experience watching the game live on Facebook. But enough of that right now. Let's get back to the game at hand. Nothing more really can be said about this, y'all. I mean, we are on fire. We burned up the entire NFC East because from what they're saying that we are now the team to beat. Because last year with the Dallas Cowboys, who were a team to beat. But a few other teams in our division have regressed. We can say that the New York Giants are 0-5 because they lost today against the San Diego Chargers, aka LA Chargers, 27-22. Eli Manning lost his top 3-tier receivers, with the major one being Odell Beckham. From what I've been told, I thought it was the ankle, but they say he broke his leg. And if he broke his leg, that's his season. He's over with. His entire season is done. If he make chance to come back, it could be somewhere close between week 12 to week 16 that he might make a return. But I don't see him coming back no time soon. So, not to mention, Brandon Marshall went out with an ankle injury, which there are truth on that. And Shepard, the other receiver, also out with an ankle injury. So the Giants are short and very thin at the receiver position, but they do have their first round draft pick, Graham, who's probably one of the top, Ingram, who's probably one of the top tier tight ends coming out of this year's draft. He still left, and they got a couple of receivers that are unknowns, along with their running backs, who are pretty much capable pass catches out of the backfield. But the Giants season is done with, y'all. I expect the Giants to be 0-15 by the end of the year. If they win the games, it could be against a team that's already playoff bound. They might have a chance. They might have a chance to win 1 or 2 games, but we don't know. Their season's pretty much done with. And the Washington Redskins, they number now 3 with I think they 3-2 or 2-2. What? I'm not quite sure, but they passed Monday night and they won that game. So that's Cowboys overall 2-2, about to be 3-2 today if they beat the Green Bay Packers. So I'm hoping that the Packers beat them. But from what I've seen, the score was 21-7. I'm sorry, 21-6 because the kicker missed the field goal. So I'm watching the Cowboys game now and hoping that they lose today at Dallas. But we don't know how that's gonna play out. But right now, everybody know if you lead the first half, that's 80% of the time a team wins the game. If you up by the first half going to the second half, more likely you're going to win the game. But we all know that the Cowboys to blow leads. So we'll see how that works after this game ends. But overall, We got the Carolina Panthers this coming Thursday. Now that will be a televised game, so I will be home after Thursday. Cause Thursday got bills to pay like everybody else. So when one don't pay me my bills, I'm gonna try to get home the best way I can possible to watch that game against the Panthers, and I'm gonna be stoked, so stoked, and so thrilled to finally see my team play on national television. And like I said before, one team, one club, one organization. 37 years, baby, going strong. 92 is the year that I was able to understand football as a whole, but 1980 is the year I became a fan of the Philadelphia Eagles because they were able to play the very so-called Cowboy team led by Danny White. But I don't have to go through the history overall of how it all happens. So I'm hoping that the entire Eagle Nation fan base worldwide were able to enjoy the game because Carson Wentz threw 3 touchdown passes in the first quarter of the game. 3 touchdown passes, and I am so surprised and so thrilled that Doug Peterson is finally calling the right plays. It took him a minute because in that loss, we probably could have won that game against the Chiefs. We probably should, right, but now we should be 5-0. 5-0, but we're not. So we lost that game against the Chiefs, a very good, daunting Chiefs team. Again, we should have won in the first place, but like I said before, if he had called the run plays in that game, we've been 5-0. But like I said, we can't dwell in the past. The past is in the past, and we're going to keep it there. It's all about going forward. So I'm hoping that the Eagles are able to go forward against the Carolina Panthers and come out with a win, because if we win that game, it's going to be a close win. It ain't going to be no win like it was there against the Arizona Cardinals. It's going to be a very close game if we win this game. So I believe the winner of this game is going to come down to a field goal, because both teams got top 10 ranked defenses. Both teams got top 10 ranked offenses. So this game can go either way. It depends on the coach calling the best play that best fit the quarterback into the field of play. So, with that being said, I am, like I said, I'm stoked that we won this game. We 4-1. I might not be smiling like I was in the last previous video, but I am so surprised and so thrilled, and I'm so honored to be a part of a football team that knows the entire blue collar format of the NFL. So this is your boy. Sign out. Peace. One love.